doing? And yes, that's right. I tell no lie. I have in my hands a 1/18 scale Suzuki Every. For far too long, the model industry has completely ignored key cars, and with exceptions of maybe Auto Art, they did make a Honda City Turbo a number of years ago. But other than that, they're completely absent. And there's just today again, Auto has announced the R32, which is a great car, and it'll be a nice model, and I'll probably buy it. But yes, again, it's just the merry-go-round of manufacturers making that car has been produced by Casio, it's been produced by Auto Art, it's been produced by Ignition, one model, Hobby Japan, that's been produced umpteen times before. Why is no one producing 1/18 scale key cars? The Honda City, or the Honda Beat, for example, then the Honda City and the Suzuki Alto, what works, and the Daihatsu. There's loads, the Suzuki Cappuccino. There's loads of wee key cars that are big in the Japanese car scene, and they're completely ignored in the model world, which blows me away because the model world is so big in Japan. But you're maybe wondering, how did this come about? Why do I have this? If you're a dedicated model fan, you'll maybe know to look at this, but yes, it's not a professional manufactured item. It's my handiwork with a lot of help in there. Yes, I originally discovered this when I discovered a website called Cults 3D, and that's a website where graphics designers is selling designs and selling files. And example, I was fit to find the file for this Suzuki Every. I was looking for wheels, and I started, when I noticed what there was bodies on, I looked for Suzuki, because yes, Suzuki Swift again is another car what's massive in Japan, and the Suzuki Swift is completely ignored in 1/18 scale. But then I spied these, and I thought, I know I have to have it. And it wasn't that expensive to buy the file. The issue was, I don't have a 3D printer, so I had to find someone and get someone on board that was willing to print it. And that person was DMS. It was Chris Miller at DMS Model Spares. And I approached him, and I sent the file and all to him, and he looked at it, and no problem. And he maybe printed it a couple of times just to get it how he was happy with it, and eventually he sent it to me, and he sent it to me just in the raw form, but it was very good. I had very minimal, just a wee bit of sanding here and there, just to smooth it off, spray it and put it together, and voila, thanks to the magic of 3D printing, and I have a fantastic looking key car. That's not, when you put it beside, yes, an official manufactured model product, yes, you'll see the wee imperfections and flaws here and there, but in my work. But I think it's not, well, you can see it there sitting beside an Auto, Honda Civic, or the Casio Toyota Hiace, and it's not completely outclassed. So perhaps is this the way forward? And we need to approach more graphics designers to get their designs up on that site. If the cars what manufacturers are ignoring, the Nissan Pulsar GTI-R is another big car what for some reason has always been ignored, and nobody's ever produced it. And the Toyota Mark 1 MR2, why has that never been produced in 1/18 scale? But maybe thanks to the magic of 3D printing, that could be possible. Yes, there was one wee thing I had to make the windows, but again, that's why I was happy with getting a wee body like that, something I never did before, but it actually wasn't that difficult. But yes, it was nice flat sides and stuff and that, so perhaps maybe if you were trying to make a back window for a 180SX or something, no, that could be a lot more challenging, or something with a Toyota Sierra, something that's a car that's never been produced in 1/18 scale, has it? A Toyota Sierra. Like, again, there's loads. Cars what have been completely ignored, and the manufacturers, maybe you could argue they make what sells, and if people keep buying Skyline models and stuff, that's what they'll keep making. Toyota Chaser, like, for goodness sake, that's one of the biggest cars on the Japanese scene at the moment and around the world is the Toyota Chaser. Again, completely ignored, and 1/18 scale. I don't know why, but yeah, perhaps again the CD printing world can help us out in that. So I would just like to say a thank you to 3D Cults and the designer of that wee Suzuki Every. That was some of the designs on the 3D Cults are a wee bit would you say premature, but that kit there was very well finished off with all the wee separate pieces and stuff, and the interior and the floor and everything was there. I did adjust the spoiler a wee bit just to have it more to my liking. I didn't want it sitting up to you, so I sort of made it just to sort of look like I was sitting on the bit. And I don't know, it's just that was one wee thing. I didn't use the wheels what came supplied in the kit. I just wanted to pick my own thing on it, so I've got careful what I'm lifting it. Sort of like a two-piece Watanabe style. That's what I decided to go for. There's a few other things I have there, SSR Mark 1s and stuff, but I was close to putting on it, and I said, I'll go with them aluminium wheels and just sort of try to give it that wee bit more, would you say, quality, what it needed added to it. Because yes, I struggled with what to make window wipers out of, but I've got a bluff. Maybe you'll get away with them. But obviously, a massive thank you to Chris at DMS Model Spares, because without him doing the printing, this model would not be in my hands right now. And yes, I'm calling it a model. and yes, and all our wee guys, like, they are all scale diorama for the number plates and things like that. And yeah, DMS Model Spares does do the decals and stuff like that as well. Well, yes, massive thank you to the guys, because I really appreciate. This is the sorts of models I want to buy. I want to buy all the wee key cars and stuff like that. I would love to buy Suzuki cars. And that's one of my favourite of the Japanese car scene. And again, in the 1/18 scale, non-existent. Even though that's one of the, again, a massive scene in Japan. And like the manufacturers in Japan now, I don't know what they're doing or why they're ignoring their own culture. They're going for the big hitters, and then they just remake the big hitters. But yes, all that other, the key cars and the vans and the Suzuki cars and all that is all one part of that massive car culture that there is in Japan. That what's anything goes, and yes, I'd like to see that in 1/18 scale. As ever, thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video. I don't know when I'll be next making a video or what that video will be about, but I'll see you when I see you. Praise the Lord for every single day. Goodbye. Also, I'll just add at the end of this video, if you have any questions regarding anything what's on any of my videos, please put your question in the comment section under the YouTube video. Please don't go searching for me on Facebook and send me private messages on Facebook, because that's a wee bit creepy. There's nothing that's that private that we can't talk about openly on the YouTube comment section. And we don't need to speak privately on my private Facebook account. So if you could just respect that, please. Yeah, keep the comments on YouTube. Thank you. Goodbye.